A local man has a vision for Dunedin to be the stress-free capital of New Zealand. Olly Ohlson is staging a public event to discuss the Mauri Hauora program, and he joins us to talk about it. Good evening.
Good evening.
What is Mauri Hauora?
Well, basically it's manifesting healthy choices, really.
How can it be used to create a stress-free society?
Well, because it's based on ancient Maori symbology, and there's a philosophy behind it. It's actually a language, and the language says that everyone is powerful, and so people need, most people are short on time. And what Mauri Hauora does is it helps them through experiences to recall those times when they were really powerful, and it plays on that. So it has a positive look at something they've manifested, and then track the thoughts, the emotions and the actions that followed that. And when people understand that, they realise that they can actually manifest anything they like, really.
And you're living according to this philosophy?
Oh, trying to, yes. When I say trying to, being very conscious of how I use my energy, because really the greatest teacher are mums. And it's the role modelling that mums and dads, kids on TV, you know, when they're on TV and they see themselves on TV, they don't say, "Hi, Dad." They say, "Hi, Mum." And I've seen mothers go up to game fellas and to people who are quite violent and put them in their place. You know, an ordinary, even a psychologist can't do that.
Now, has this method of living changed your life?
Oh, absolutely. I didn't realise I was brought up with with these systems inside me. It was only when I looked at doing theology and religious studies that I found that because Māori was my first language, and the Māori language is very, very metaphysical. It's not metaphorical, it's metaphysical, and there's a big difference. And it's the same as every other indigenous culture that I've met in the world. They all chant, they sing, they've got their stories, and they've got their visual arts, and they're actually languages. So I've learned those kind of languages. When I put it together and I found a philosophy, I was blown away. And it just helps everyone to know, no matter what the circumstances are, they're still very powerful, if only they know how to consciously use that energy. That's what Mauri Hauora is about.
Is it widely practiced in Dunedin?
Not yet. We've only been here 2 years.
Now, you're holding a public talk. Tell us a wee bit about that.
Well, what I want to do is to show off the Mauri Hauora system and to see whether I can engender enough interest, because I want to train the trainers. And I'm aiming mainly at females, women, because the philosophy is actually, it shows the strength of mothers and of the female energy, papatūāna koranginui. And it shows that the way that we think, the way that we feel, goads us to make decisions and carry out actions, and we can follow that through memory, not through reading about somebody's theory or somebody's philosophy, but actually through memory, and we retract those memories, and that's how I want to do it. I want to train the trainers, people involved in helping other people try and find a more fulfilling life.
What is the cost to society of stress-related violence?
Well over 200 million a year, well over. I based my figures on 2,000 long-term inmates. But you know, I read recently that that was based on a prison population of 7,000. But that's swelled up to 10,000 now, so it's a lot more.
Mauri Hauora advocate Olly Ohlson, thank you very much for your time. I feel a lot less stressed right now, just having spoken to you.
Lovely.